Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. The Stros have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Batting third, second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well. Winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game. Dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
To third. Andujar fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. CC. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Morton has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Gardner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-1 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop. Here's Carlos Correa now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And that misses. 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit well on the ground to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the money hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gardner's after it. He's there and records the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who's come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Standing in, Brian McCann. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-2. Hard hit to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the... Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Gary Sanchez.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Sanchez, a 25-year-old, could very well be a member of the All-Star team for the American League this year, as he ranks 2nd in the league amongst catchers in fan balloting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter. Time for a look at the Houston Astros on base. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side, he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
There goes the runner. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. Torres leads off first with 1 away. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. Altuve for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the 3rd from the Bronx. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Gregorius charging in on it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, third baseman.
Pitch on the way. In there, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for. 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed.
Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Center fielder, number 4.
He's set and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Liner in there for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike. Soler, the former Royal, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he told you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. That's down into left center for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Springer on second. Soler at first. 2 out in the inning. Oh, and McCann gets into one here as he sends it high in the air and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off.
Now batting, left fielder, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Gardner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Miguel Andujar.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat. If a guy can affect.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Again, a 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. sent on the ground out to second. Altuve showing off his range. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another chance. Brett Gardner. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Josh Reddick as we begin the top of the 4th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Alex Bregman. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And a ball. 1-0.
I gotta believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Gone!
Yeah, they've dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Liner in there for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Reddick. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Number 21 for him on the season, as it's now a 7-3 game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 25.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Torres. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Hicks. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. There is Altuve. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. First pitch of the at-bat. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Center fielder. Number 4, George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Popped him up. Sanchez is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Now the Astros designated hitter, Jorge Soler. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. 0-1 the count. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Left fielder number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tough and play with.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Now the first pitch from CC. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Ground ball foul down the left side. On its way is pitch number 75. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players.
Now batting, left fielder, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. No hits to this point. Popped him up. Andujar is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Up around the face.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Sinker stayed high, but called for a strike. 8 runs and even 10 hits. 1 error so far for the Astros. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
On the ground to the left side. Andujar brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Aaron Judge. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 2-1 home. Hard hit toward the hole. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready to take his axe again, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 1-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Jose Altuve. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for... Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll be the end of the afternoon for CC Sabathia. Domingo Germán comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
That's his fourth triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for three. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
Carlos Correa is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 9-3 game now.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Correa on at first, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number one. Riding in once again, Marwin Gonzalez. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. The second for one. On to the pitcher covering it first, and it's your... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He was a ground out victim last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Too low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Line towards center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. In is Jorge Soler. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Brian McCann will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Digging in to try it again, Greg Bird. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Bird.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and make.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Ready for another chance? Miguel Andujar. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Popped him up. Gonzalez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brett Gardner. He was a ground out victim last time up. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one in. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's gone as they add still another. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Bird has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out.
Your attention, please.
Here's Big Aaron Judge, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Fisher is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Giancarlo Stanton now. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Rondon, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Misses. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last chance for the Yankees. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 10